and multi-platinum selling recording artist, Pentatonics.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glance, bombs bursting in us, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the
Ladies and gentlemen, sim racing fans of all ages, it's time. It's time for the Full Throttle Performance Cup Series Championship live here on Stam Studio Network. It's the one, it's the only. My name's Sean Stam. I got the Justin Yalmentator up here with me. Justin, how you doing on this magnificent championship race evening?
I'm doing very well, Sean. Glad to be here in the desert. As always, another fun night full, to be sure, happened. I don't know what I just said. I just made all that crap up. Happy to be here. Go car, go fast, go team, turn left.
You know what else? I'm so happy to be here, Justin, that we actually have the live driver cameras as we close it out here tonight in our little suits. We're suited up here for some championship racing. 150 laps. We are set at 100% fuel as well. Justin, what are we looking for here? I think I'm looking up at you. What are we looking here from tonight at Phoenix?
So if it's the same thing we did last night, not a lot of cars in the field. I think Sean said we had 10, 11 folks in here. So if it's the same thing it was last night, it's who can manage the tire wear and who can play the pit game the best. Last night it was a caution-free race, so we had a lot of excitement, a lot of different stuff, a lot of folks kind of going different angles on the pit strategy. So I think we're going to see a lot of the same tonight.
Right there with you, Justin. It's going to be a game of kind of chess as well as clean racing, as well as that strategy call, who runs where. I saw David Smeal, he's one of our playoff drivers, fastest in practice, and then second was Kevin Click. Susie, third fastest in practice, another playoff driver. Ken Baum Jr., then Joshua Gaiman, fifth fastest. Sixth belonged to, I believe it was Tyler Massey, then Chad Engel, then Kyler McCarthy, their eighth fastest in practice. We'll cut live to look at those top 4 championship point standings, and then we'll cut live at virtual trackside. Welcome in, everybody. We all appreciate you joining us here tonight. All right, taking a look at these point standings here. It's really up in the top 4 is where we're looking at here tonight for championship, but we still have quite a few racers who have made it out on track. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Joshua Gaiman, Kyler McCarthy, David Smeal Jr., Joshua Susie. That is our championship for tonight. It's Nitro Racing Championship for, as well as Lady Liberty Motorsports, kind of the affiliation going on there. What a playoff run it's been. What a whole season it's been here in Stam Studio Network. Justin, here we go. I think we are. Yeah, we just now finished up qualifying here, so it's perfect timing for it. We'll take a look at our starting grid here tonight.
So let's take a look. Susie going to slap it on the pole. Joshua Gaiman second, Kevin Click third, Kenton Baum Jr. in fourth, David Smeal in fifth, Tyler McCarthy in sixth, Chad Engel seventh, Tyler Massey in eighth, Ryan Broderick, name we haven't announced a lot this season. Glad to see him with us here tonight in 9th. William Hobart in 10th, and Stan Mayberry in 11th.
11 drivers to make this championship run here tonight, but it's only 4 drivers battling it out. We'll take a look at this race information as well as race analysis as we're waiting for these drivers to grid up here. It's a 150 lap race. It's a 1.01 mile track. Track temps ranging up at about the 89 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's, I believe we're going to work our way into sunset. So that's going to continue to fall like a rock. Hopefully these drivers got their cars set up for hopefully some cooler temp racing instead of being fast here early in practice.
So who's going to have the long run speed? We've seen it last night, like I said. Who's going to be able to get on and off their pit road? I think, you know, kind of looking at our lineup here, I believe the one that's going to have the edge tonight is obviously that 24. He's already got one race done here this week. Already kind of knows the strategy, what he wants to do. So I believe keep your eye on that number 24, not your setup shot machine.
Joshua Susi, another driver who's had pace throughout the season, had pace in practice as well. He's going to start up there on pole position, that number 81. Ken Baum Jr., he was also pretty fast there last night, and I believe in the Bump and Run Cup Series, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to see what Ken Baum Jr. has for us on pace tonight. Thanks everybody for joining us throughout the race season as well as here for the championship run. We have gone from 12 to 8 into 4. Well, that's right. All right, we'll get to some green flag running here at Phoenix Raceway. It's championship time for the Full Throttle Performance Sim Series. We're already looking 2 and 3 wide, heading there into 1 and 2.
Away we go, spaced out. Everybody kind of figuring out their line, where they want to get to. Is seriously going to get out front there. Here comes Gaiman in 2nd, and here comes Quick in 3rd, Baum in 4th, Smill in 5th, and McCarthy in 6th. Also keep an eye on that number 17. Also, he's got a full race here under his belt as of last night. So keep an eye on that Tyler Master machine, see if maybe he can kind of pick up where he left off last night and have a good run.
David Smill Jr. having a good run so far, gaining 1 position from where he started this race, although it might be up for grabs here as he's going to have, I think Ken Baum Jr. is trying to make a little bit something happen out on the outside line. David Smill Jr., he is one of those playoff drivers. Ken Baum Jr. is not, but he's fighting for his right to party tonight in the number 2 machine. Kyler McCarthy right here behind this battle. He's got his popcorn bucket out. There's Ryan Broderick and that Kyle Larson machine. He's going to have Tyler Massey up there. Like you mentioned, Justin, Tyler Massey had a pretty good race going for him here last night. So he had a pretty good finish there coming to the line.
Is that Kyle's other cousin, twice removed
Yeah.
by marriage?
Every time we see a Larson paint scheme, we just got to.
Brothers, cousins, uncles, dogs, nephews, aunt. I'm sorry, that was. If you know, you know. If you don't know, go back and watch our live stream from last night. You'll kind of get the gist. Man, here we go, working our way around through here. Who we looking on? Is that Chad Engel?
It is, and the reason that we've kind of had to hone in on there. Oh, running right behind the second brothers, dog's cousin there. Gonna spin it, but we'll keep it under green as that was a nice save. Kind of loops it back around twice in that custom offsets machine. What a save there. Let's hop on board with Chad. Justin, what do you kind of see here? Break us down. Break it down now for us.
So he was trying to get back to the throttle maybe a little earlier, see if he could get a good run off the corner. It just didn't happen. The tail end of that thing just worked his way around. And heck of a job right here keeping it off the wall. I mean, heads up play there, keeping it off the wall. Almost could have got it right there, pointed that way, going to keep her straightened out, but man, it's going to kill your track position. And these leaders going to be hunting you down real quick.
That was kind of interesting on the throttle that I heard there as well, the throttle application heading out of 2 down that kind of back stretch. That's our straightest points here tonight on the racetrack. It's starting to be single file entry for the top 4. Kyler McCarthy is trying to have to hold off a hard charging Ken Baum Jr. He's trying to get one of his 2 spots lost here from the start of the race. Justin, as these drivers just now starting to settle in, don't know about you, but Phoenix, it's kind of fun to run, especially the legacy version. What's going through your minds right now as you start to put some laps under your belt?
Yeah, this track, it can really set you up or it can really build you down. You know, you hit a corner of that, it can really upset that race car. Phoenix is, you know, one of those tracks, I really enjoyed the old setup, you know, coming down the straight sheet here. But, man, this new setup provides a lot of opportunities. As you can tell earlier on, we've seen it in our bump and run, one of the first tricks we did from absolute photo finishes. So, I mean, the dog leg being now concrete and everything really sets up the opportunity for some great finishes.
That takes me back to our spring finish from Phoenix for the Bump and Run Cup Series, and you are exactly right. Hang on now. We got Kyler McCarthy trying to hold off a hard-charging Ken Baum Jr. We got a little koozie action up there in the top left. That might be what, plus 510 horsepower, I think, right there for the McCarthy machine.
Let's see. I can see. All right, let me get a little zoom in here.
Get the bifocals out now. There it is.
Yeah. Definitely need one of those.
So this is.
All right, we got to ask.
Uh-oh.
Kyler, we were getting him crap last night. It went from the foot cam to the you know, the shin bone cam to the knee cam. Let's hope he's got it all worked out.
Yeah, it looks like he's got it all zip tied down here tonight. Looking a whole lot, a lot more zip tied down in that camera shot as he continues to. This is hard to do. Try to hold off a hard charging car there behind you, because what Ken Baum Jr. is able to do right here. I've watched this the last couple of laps in Kyler McCarthy's rear view camera, not rear view mirror. He's really able to send it a little bit deeper there into both the entrance of 1 and entrance of 3. But doing that, he kind of compromises the exit there a little bit. He's able to gain it back with, I mean, if you could call it slipstream draft there and then the backstretch. Looks like he kind of gets on the brake pedal a little bit more aggressively there that time in 3 and 4, but able to hang with the number 24. It's feet. It's the Kyler McCarthy machine. Tyler Massey and Ryan Broderick are still going at it here for battle for 10th.
What happened on Stan Mayberry? See, it says he is out. What happened to our boy Stan? Stanley yelled at him?
I think
If you know, you know.
I'm not seeing him start the race, so he's either up there in race control here beside us, or it's that hardware issue. I don't know. It could be a list
Unapproved
of
adjustments
anything.
on pit lane.
Yeah.
You know, whenever start, that's what it is. Unapproved.
DNQ.
Or he ate a good Taco Bell.
Now, speak of hardware, hardware failures, I guess you'd call it. I know Matthew Fitz has been dealing with some stuff like that here lately. Not able to make these last 2 full throttle performance sim racing series races. Matthew, hopefully we're able to get everything squared out here as well. We're going to look side by side, door to door between the 17 and the 5. This battle for 8th and 9th up for grabs. Tyler Massey, door quarter clear through 3 and 4. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of that Sam Studio Network Harvest machine. That this long run pace is going to be really something that we're going to have to keep an eyeball on here tonight.
Yeah, there goes Ken Baum getting around that 24 machine of Kyler McCarthy. I'm wondering if Kyler maybe realized, man, I'm using a lot of tire right now trying to stay out in front. Maybe let him by and let him burn some tire up for a couple laps to see if we can't work our way back around. I mean, might be the angle we're setting to. How about Sousa? He has stretched out this lead to 7/10 of a second, and looking back to Kevin Click, it's about 0.8 of a second back to him, and then Click and Smell going at it right here.
Up on board with Kevin Click here. This is what that rear view camera sees, that Nitro Racing setup shop. David Smeel Jr. fast throughout the season. Fast tonight out at Phoenix as these laps continue to tick off. He's going to try to hunt there on the inside line. It's not quite available to him just yet. Oh, I spoke too soon. That door is going to open up there on corner exit.
Oh.
Here comes David Smeel Jr. as Kevin Click. He gets a little friendly with that outside wall like he used to know her.
Yeah, he like seeing the ex-girlfriend at the bar. You just kind of got to walk up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Which how it was with the outside wall right there.
The imagery is just Painting the picture perfect up here in the booth, and they're still going to go side by side down that doggy leg, cut it in half. David Smil Jr. still knocking on that rear bumper of the Turn 2 Terribles Dark Horse Ford Mustang. And hop on board here in the live, the virtual driver camera. Oh, yeah, we got Smil Jr. Might as well do both. Let's see what he's going through mentally, physically, as well as what he sees through the sim here. Let's listen in on that throttle pedal as well. Smooth like butter, Justin. I know you mentioned this last night, the Bump and Run Cup series, but brake pedal, you have to be smooth. Throttle pedal, you have to be smooth. Steering wheel, let's say steering pedal, steering wheel, you have to be smooth.
Driving a race car, you ain't driving your grandma's Cadillac that you whipping down a back road. Or in my case, her Crown Vic. But that's neither here nor there, and you didn't hear that from me.
And nothing wrong with the old Crown Vic.
Crown Vic's a great car. I don't care what anybody says.
You got to go bid on a old cop car and then just scare somebody to drive behind.
Put the bullhorn you want it, I'm riding around like a boss hog.
Well, Kevin Click, he's trying to do all that he can right now to hold off what would be a top 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 championship drivers. And then we still have Kylan McCarthy in 6th position, but Kylan, he's gained 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. If you're just now joining us, first of all, we appreciate each and every single one of you on Stam Studio Network. It's been race after race after race. We got everybody down there in YouTube lands. Carrie, Barry, Terry. We got Ted down here. Zero Knight saying, I'm betting on my boy Susie to win it, but Nitro Racing is going to bring it home regardless. Here comes another nice side-by-side battle. Kevin Clint going to finally have that inside line as Joshua Susie has opened up a 1.15 second gap.
Yeah, it's creeping open real quickly. Gaming maybe just kind of playing the long run here. Don't press the issue just early. Just kind of figure out where your car's at. You know, waiting for this first pit stop cycle will kind of come through and, you know, maybe be able to make an adjustment there. Smil doing everything he can to try to get to this quarter panel of Kevin Click. He's right there at it. Click going to have the run off. He's going to come back down through the corner, down to the short chute there. Click going to have the outside. Smil going to have the inside. Smil going to really bounce that thing coming down through there as they work their way back off all in the corner. Let's see if Smil's able to rotate this corner real good, get back to the throttle pedal. He's just got to fall in line right now. Keep working those lines because it eventually comes to fruition.
Keep working those lines, hopefully not trying to work those right side tires too much and burning off that front right rubber. That we really saw that come into play last night, like we mentioned in our kind of pre-race talks there before the championship race kicked off. We did see very, very long runs. I don't even think we saw a caution flag if my memory serves me right. So you're gonna have to hang on to these puppies, keep them long run capable. Try not to burn some rubber off here too early. David Smil Jr. though still trying to make this pass over Kevin Click and get that final driver interview spot from him. But it's still way, way early. It's 100% fuel, only 3 tire sets available, and only 27 laps in. Whoa, this 150 lap run! Here comes David Smil Jr. as Kevin Click gets loose as a goose.
Golly, got all sorts of squirrely coming off through there. Oh!
Oh, did he do it? I think there goes David Smil Jr. Yep, I was wanting to see the onboard cam. I think we caught the rear end of it there. Is that the Sean and... Oh, we're still green, but I think it might be a Sean and Tanner curse.
Keep the hammer down. Smil, you got a lot of time here. Don't do anything dumb. We still got a lot of race to go. Just keep it calm, keep it moving, keep it grooving, and keep it moving towards the front there.
Battle here with Kevin Click. Kevin Click's not one of those top 4 championship drivers. Here's what's going to end up happening to the 27. They're going to start to look side by side. This is really starts to what roils it up here. almost contact between the front right and the left rear quarter panel. Still looking side by side, and I think I'll help us out here. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Did you see? I don't think I saw any contact.
Is that the old net code?
It might be our favorite word.
Pause. Oh no.
Okay. The replay is kind of okay. There it is. Let's see if we can take a. Oh well, that's gonna be a great look. All right, get the Billy Bob Joe cameraman out here tonight, or the forklift driver. Yeah, here we're gonna see. All right, that might be our best look at it right there. So they kept battling it here, and then this should be the look at it going out of four. It's hard to tell if Smil Jr. got loose before the contact there with the number 2 of Ken Baum Jr. Or not Ken Baum Jr. Excuse me, the number 25. Because look, it looks like it starts to rotate on him there, and then the number 25 of Robbie Bice, I think that is, just has nowhere to go. That's Kevin Click.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it looks like it just kind of maybe started rotating, and maybe Click just sitting here and help you out there. Kind of like, you know, when you go to get, Mom says, got to get groceries out. You don't really want to help, but you kind of got to.
I was thinking it might be too late, but that's I think it's another way to look at it. And like you said, as you kind of went into crew chief mode there on David Smil Jr. Like you said, don't do anything stupid here. There's still a long way to go, a long time to get there. Don't throw this thing out the window. We're still in this thing, albeit 12.6 seconds back. This is just what, one caution away from everything being all flipped on its head here tonight.
Yeah, we're all good. We all good. Just keep it in front of you right through here. Don't make any mistakes that you don't need to make. Just make sure at the end of the day, keep this thing clean and you got a chance. Because all it takes is a caution here or maybe something else. Next thing you know, you're back in this thing.
Kyler McCarthy makes his way one spot gain since the drop of the green. Man, William Hobart, we haven't really mentioned his name really at all tonight. With all due respect, we got to put some name on the game on the number 13 Toyota Camry. Willie Hobart gains 4, count them, 4 positions since the drop of the green flag. Take a couple laps around here, hopping on board with Willie Hobart. We can go ahead and crank this puppy up. We'll be right back with you up here in the booth. It's championship night here tonight for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Racing Series. Appreciate everybody joining in tonight, as well as those sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen. Cotton Bowl Speedway just outside of Austin, Texas, if you're looking for some dirt track racing action. Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Series. Make sure you get yourself registered as soon as registration opens up for next season. Race to stop suicide. Check on your friends and family members down there, out and around you. Turn 2 Terribles. Jeremy Zarfuss Photography, as well as that Nitro Racing setup shop, as well as the Driver's Night, putting on a show for the race fans. Joshua Gaiman still P2. Kyler McCarthy runs P5, and then of course our race leader, Joshua Gaiman, who continues to pull that gap with a 3.8 second gap. Clean air is king, apparently, from Phoenix Raceway. Or the
Clean air
driver's
is definitely going to help. That may help also.
Yeah.
May have a little bit to do with it.
That's only 3,500 oval eye rating there for going on for Susie, so he definitely knows what he's doing, I would say.
Ain't his first time.
All right, Ken Baum Jr. was just able to work his way down, out, and around that 33 machine. Even though Ken Baum Jr., he's not up in the championship for, he did that move. Let's see with how much respect it was. You gotta be, you gotta know at this point, Ken Baum Jr., he's got the respect for all of these drivers out there on track. Yeah, he left about half a car width between the two as he made the pass going into 3 and 4. Gaiman also finally looks like he was giving it to the number 2 after he saw how fast he was.
Yeah, maybe just giving it up a little bit. Like I said, don't, try to absolutely kill yourself on this first run. Just be there at the end. Just don't wear it out if you don't got to, Like a good belt. Don't wear it out unless you got to. Just keep that train rolling, baby.
Man, I've seen these last couple of laps. This number 25 of Kevin Click is struggling for grip. Like we mentioned earlier on in the race, maybe burnt up those right side tires. He's going to have to hang on here for, when do you think the stint opens? Maybe 10, 15, possibly even 20 more laps. It's going to be a long first stint for this number 25. Continuing to lose pace, continuing to hang on to it. As right as I mentioned this, though, hang on to her. David Smeal Jr. down there. Justin Yaw, we're coming to you.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes the 27.
No, we're not.
Caution! Oh my gosh!
Oh no! It's the 33, Joshua Gaiman!
Gaiman!
Oh, it didn't look like too much damage there as he nosed into the outside safer barrier. We'll have to see on this next camera shot just how heavy this damage is. Oh, it doesn't look bad, thankfully, but he's gonna have to fall. I mean, like a rock all the way probably down there at P8.
A rock.
David Smeal Jr. Take a look at the left side of the screen, folks, showing 1 lap down. It'll be interesting to see if iRacing gives him the lucky dog.
Just tough timing there for Mill. Tough timing. But great timing for everybody else.
Oh, a little too deep through 3 and 4. He's going to formula drift in there. Oh, man. The back and the front end kind of scrapes the outside safer barrier. I don't even think that's going to be...
Maybe 6, 7 feet too far. I'm sorry.
Maybe 6.
I apologize to folks at home, too. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm kind of right there with you because I was thinking 6, maybe 7 seconds of damage repair.
We've got to fit in with the time, man.
It's I'm right. Well, we've been lacking on it here because I don't know. I'm growing up fast. Susie.
81. What do you got down there, Sean?
Susie, Gaiman, Click, Baum Jr., McCarthy, Massey, Hobart, all into the bits. Here comes the race off of pit lane.
Oh!
It's going to be Ken Baum Jr. No, it's going to be Susie. They're going to give it to Susie at the line.
Woo! Wee!
Look at this battle here. If we have a good camera angle, we really don't. It's going to be, I think, the best one of it here. Right at the, it looks like Baum, but then right at the last seconds, that one of those earlier pit boxes is really going to benefit Susie there. Yeah, that's our pole sitter. He should have that first pit box. We know how important the first pit box is here from Phoenix Raceway. Susie, although we say to the race, yeah, okay, David Smeal Jr. is going to get, I think, the wave around the lucky dog. So it'll be Susie, Ken Baum Jr., Kevin Click, Willie Hobart, McCarthy, Massey, Joshua Gaiman up there in the top 7. Smeal Jr. would round out the top 8. There he goes.
Well, get out your fiddle, get out your bow. About to be re-racked, restacked.
Holy, we are. The lights are already out on the iRacing safety pace car. We're going to go this lap.
Well, get down fiddling, get down the bow, kick off the shoes and throw them on the boat. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Somebody's about to probably get wrecked.
I hope not, but you can feel the intensity in the air here tonight from the virtual Phoenix Raceway. As much as we know how clean these drivers are, but we are about to see elbows at for the championship race for the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Series. Green flag is out. That's Joshua Susie out up front. Ken Baum Jr., Kevin Click, Willie Hobart. Here comes Tyler Massey. They're going to fan it out there in the dog leg. It's going to be double file there between McCarthy and Massey. Man, how about Willie Hobart? Works his way back up to P4. Joshua Susie. Now, oh no, Willie Hobart gets the Shaunator curse. Massey involved as well.
Oh, 17. No, he got toward the wall.
Justin, that's another time you got the crystal ball, the Yamatator has got the crystal ball here tonight. He saw this one coming. There was contact between, I think it was Willie Hobart's rear bumper and I think the front bumper of McCarthy as they started to look 3 wide.
Yeah, don't add me. I ain't done nothing. I mean, just, I felt it, felt it in my toes, man. Just felt something was off and something finna happen.
A hard lick for that Stam Studio Network Harvest machine, Tyler Massey. It looks like, hopefully it did avoid that rear toe link, but the front end with some pretty detrimental damage as well. David Smeal Jr., he's also down here down and backing into pit lane, but showing on the lead lap, I do believe.
Hey, only lap, ain't got to battle it as hard. Still got to send it, though.
Oh, my God. Did you see 33 of Joshua Gaiman there after this untimely caution? He found himself back here in the nitty-gritty. Let's hop on board with him at race pace because look at the cat-like reflexes. Meow! For the Joshua Gaiman machine. Oh, I guess he kind of self-cleared it, but
good throttle work, though. Good throttle work.
He's gonna need some new undies. I'll tell you that much as well.
Again, what I say last night, Haynes, who was alone, Buck Wild, Pair of Thieves. If your underwear company, I'm telling you, you're missing out on the opportunity. You know what they say, right, Sean? Hello?
Gulp.
You know what they say, don't you?
No.
Cautions breed caution.
I thought we were still going down undie lane there, so that's why I was scared. So you're dang right. They dang do. Cautions are going to breed some cautions. We're going to go green flag lap this lap, or green flag racing this lap. Joshua Susie, Kevin Click, Ken Baum Jr., McCarthy, Gaiman, Hobart, David Smeal Jr., Tyler Massey. He's still out on the racetrack, but that front right has definitely seen better days. Oh, that's caved in pretty good, but hopefully missed the toe link. It looks like the rear definitely missed the toe link, kind of more aerodynamic body damage on the composite body on these next-gen racing machines. iRacing safety pace car down and into the safety of pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do something special right now. Justin, you know what's coming. Get up, stand up for your life, and don't any of you ever give up the fight, especially these Championship 4. It's Nitro Racing, it's Lady Liberty Motorsports. We're going green flag racing in the desert. Get ready, Barney the flag man. We are side by side, lap 54 out of 150, less than 100 laps to go until we crown a champion in the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing League. We're gonna look 3 wide heading in 1 and 2.
3 wide, 4 wide. I think at one point during the truck race, they're out there about 10
7.
wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Man, we're rolling around through here. Now we get to watch, see how well can Gaiman and Smill and McCarthy try to get up here and maybe start closing the gap that is Joshua Susi. Right now he has got almost 2/10 of a lead over Kevin Click right now, but the gap's going to continue to grow as, Susi really laying it down right now.
Gaiman
Hobart
and
bounced off the wall down there.
Yeah, that was Joshua Gaiman and Willie Hobart. Got that all started out of the exit of turn number 2. Willie Hobart is blinking out, so not sure if that had anything to do with it, but he was running pretty tight there against the number 33 machine. Like you mentioned, though, it's Joshua Susi. He's going to have the long run speed for the moment. He's showing the short run speed. We've seen the long run speed earlier. But right now that we've kind of re-racked and restacked the field, Kevin Click, he also had the short run speed, but he had paid the price later on in that run. We saw how loose as a goose he got. Ken Baum Jr. starting to close in on this battle for this race lead, as it's about 0.3 of a second separating P1 and P2 and P3.
Here we go, working our way around through here. This battle's going to start heating up. And if you're McCarthy, Smill, and Gaiman, you've got to figure out how you're going to get around Kevin Click and how you're going to get around Ken Baum. Right now, they've set the pace that is in front of you, and you've got to get around them if you want to have any hay at trying to win this championship away from Susi.
So looking at the bottom right of your screen, that's just showing that the top 5 drivers all pitted on lap 48, and then David Smill Jr. get that lucky doggy around there, pitted a couple laps earlier. So really all these drivers still shown kind of on the same strategy. You have to kind of look at Susi, Click, and Baum up here. Click and Baum really clicking off some nice lap times right here. Baum in these lap times with all in the best way possible. Let's see, their last lap was a 26.49 compared to the best of Kevin Click's of a 26.32. So just about 0.3 of a second off of their best lap times. Joshua Susi still not able to run away, as he's probably starting to look in his rearview camera here just a little bit more. Although that these 2 drivers aren't Championship 4 drivers, the next driver who is Championship 4, he started in the worst position of the 4 drivers tonight. He's worked his way to the second best. It's McCarthy up to P4, P2 out of the Champ 4 drivers.
Boy, this race just went from everybody's in the way to everybody's under the same blanket, I think. We're all right here together. Kind of got the pace dropped off, but he may be playing a strategy game.
Mention the pace drop off there for Joshua Susi. It's, I think that's the name you just mentioned. I was had the same thing in mind there, because comparing Susi to Click, it was all green there for Click until lap 61, where I was almost dang near the same laps. Let's talk about same laps. Look at 62.001 seconds separating the 2.
We are right here all together. There's a little bit of a gap, maybe 2 or 3 car lengths back to McCarthy right there. But man, this top 3, throw them over a blanket. That 4, 5, and 6, you can put the blanket over them pretty much. Just a little larger blanket, maybe. I can say that. I'm fat. I can say that.
I didn't mean that. Oh, God. Gonna have to throw the Snuggie over that battle up here for the race lead, because it's starting to get a little tight here between this top 3. Susi, Click, Baum Jr. These drivers putting on a show for the race fans, as they have done time and time again for the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Series. Holy, who was up there? Was that Joshua Gaiman way at the track, running that kind of kind of dirt track line up top there. That's one of our playoff forward drivers there. As he's kind of in the sandwich of the three playoff drivers between McCarthy and Gaiman and Smeal. Gaiman's had some really good, nice pace tonight. He's dropped 3 positions from where he started. Right now trying to at least get one of those back. Put some clean air all over the front nose of that Chevrolet Camaro. Let's hop on board with Joshua Gaiman. We'll see how he's going to try to get this pass done. He doesn't opt to send it down there out of 3 and 4. McCarthy gets a little wibbly, woggly, wibbly. Let's see what happens here going into 1 and 2. Fell back a little bit.
Well, just listen here, kind of listen as he works through the gears, go through them. Notice he really wanted to get on that gas pedal, but man, had to lift off right there. McCarthy was kind of in his lane. I mean, he is trying everything he can. He doesn't want to obviously run over McCarthy. He wants to race this thing clean, but Gaiman's doing everything he can do to try to get around this number 24 entry and start making his way and marching forward.
Now, Justin, I know that you're a part of some league racing. I know that you've made it up to the championship there before. How do you race a championship battle like this now that that McCarthy and Gaiman are both up here? They're teammates as well. That's got to also add to things, but that's got to dig at you mentally as you're trying to get ever so closer to make this pass. Or I don't know, you kind of have the mindset of, I don't know, go balls to the wall here tonight trying to get this championship done.
Yeah, you know, it's last race. You got to send it right here. Make sure you're at the end though. Don't send it on lap 2 when you've still got 148 laps to go. So take care of this hot rod, but man, as this race runs on, a championship is on your mind. You've got to maybe start using the chrome horn like you wouldn't usually do. You know, if this is our early season race, but you know, you got to be there at the end. That's how you're able to hang on to this thing.
Joshua Gaiman got a huge run going into 3 and 4. And look at this, he gets a huge run in 1 and 2 once again over Kyler McCarthy. You can see that speed, see how much more momentum he is able to carry into the corners of Joshua Gaiman. But he, look, still not opting to make the pass. Normally, if these drivers weren't teammates, I think Gaiman would have sliced, diced, worked it down that inside line. But whether he's trying to save those right side tires or just try to make some teamwork, make some dream work happen from a 1 mile run, 1 mile, I was going to say oval, but it's really not even an oval. It's fun to watch teammates going at it for the second spot in the championship spot. As Susie, he's another teammate in Nitro Racing, but continuing to pull that gap. 1 second now between him and Kevin Click.
Opening up the gap there between him and Click. And Susie has been on his P's and Q's, I's dotted, T's crossed, you know, all the above. Right now he has really been able to again. Bob Jr. looking all over the back bumper of that number 25 machine.
So speak of teammates trying to make the Dream Mates action here tonight, this is turn 2 Terribles, 2 drivers going at it. Excuse me, yeah, it is. There you see up there on the hood, as well as that Zarfos photography on the left and right rear quarter panel. Once again, all the sponsors who really made full throttle performance action happen here, as well as really allowed the broadcast to happen here for the race league. We couldn't do this without you. Couldn't do this without the drivers here. Putting on, once again, a show for the race fans, and as I say it, the race fans down there in vertical and horizontal YouTube land. Appreciate each and every single one of you. It's a little bit bittersweet as we continue to round out the end of the season, but hey, looking at positive things up ahead. I believe, not 100% just yet, but I believe we have secured that broadcast contract here for the next season. Woohoo!
Hooray!
It's special. I mean, Justin, this is, talk about some clean but hard elbows out racing. It's hard to get much better than the FGP series here on SSN.
But we're still racing hard. We are just now over halfway. This baby here, still getting after it. It's McCarthy. Gaiman's still going at it right here. It's Susie. I mean, kind of checked out to a second and a half lead over Kevin Click and Ken Baum, as they are still going back and forth at it. Smilder's kind of riding back there, man. I honestly don't hate it. He ain't wearing his tires out too much. He's just kind of hanging out back there.
Yeah, and for those of you that are just now joining in on us here, let me see if I can bring up this replay. Oh, no, it's the one that was all weird because it didn't actually bring out a caution. Okay, it would take me probably 10 replay cuts to look for it there. But David Smeal Jr., after a little bit of a slip and slide, that Nitro Racing number 27 machine, he's kept it out here, got his lap back after a very timely caution for him. Although having to start here and after restart at the back of the pack, he's still in this battle. Don't count yourself out, like you mentioned earlier on the race for our kind of, you turned into crew chief there for the 27 machine. Don't do anything stupid. This is still so early on in this race. Don't take yourself out of a shot at the championship.
Yeah, that's a key thing right there. Very well said. You can't race for a championship while you're sitting in the pits. Yeah, that's a big statement, I do believe. So just keep the thing rolling, keep it moving forward, but don't be watching it from the infield on the big screen.
Man, Joshua Gaiman, watch this. He still has the speed and momentum to take it, but he's not opting to pass his teammate of Kyler McCarthy. Once again, those are two teammates going for a championship battle. Look, let's hop on board with Gaiman. Let's see if he not overcooks it, but runs this high line here. You hear what sounds like gravel. What sounds like gravel hitting up and into kind of the tire wells, whatever you want to call it there on the next gen machine. That is Joshua Gaiman running up on that outside line. He continues to find some speed and momentum up there, but it's really the dirty part of the racetrack. Justin, you know about the dirty parts of the racetrack and how the tire marbles can really affect you and the tires. He's still keeping some speed working. He's almost made the pass up there, happened not once, twice, but even thrice.
Yeah, really able to kind of just keep the momentum going. You know, it's been a long race so far. We're a little over halfway of this one being done. So keeping the mindset of, I got to keep moving forward here. Don't get kind of stalled out right here. Maybe mix it up. You see Gaiman really sending the outside line there, see if maybe he can get some momentum on this 24 coming off the corner. Look like he got a great run.
See, it's been lap after lap.
See, I was fully expecting him to go low down there. See, there he goes. He kind of does it there.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to take it. Watch the run that he gets here. It just checks up.
He's got a great run there. I'm not hating the line at all. You know, eventually I think we're going to have to say, leave, get out the way.
Look at him, here he goes, ripping the fence once again. No contact with the outside safer barrier. Justin, is he helping the hurt or hurting the tires running just that high up off the racetrack and off of the race line?
I ain't going to say it's helping, but it ain't hurting. It's kind of a happy medium there.
It's so interesting to see these drivers run these different lines as we cut to this aerial shot once again. Look at him. That's 1, 2, 3 different lanes up off the racetrack, off the race line that Joshua Gaiman continues to run. But I think that I can finally kind of answer for these drivers as I put myself in the driver's seat of the 33. Look at this. As the 24 and the 33 continue not to battle, You know what they're doing? They're actually gaining on Ken Baum Jr. and Kevin Click. It's teammates versus teammates. Excuse me, it's teamwork versus teamwork. Turn 2 Terribles versus Nitro Racing. Not only for the championship run here tonight, but it is up for this battle for that final driver interview spots. Here we go. Kylan McCarthy and Joshua Gaiman have finally caught these 2 Turn 2 Terribles machines.
They kind of work together here almost.
Exactly.
It's almost like a little bump draft, a little bit of push. You help me, I help you. It's almost the way it feels. It has worked out.
Well, dirty air is definitely a thing here, as it's only a 1-mile racetrack. What we've seen down there in the bottom right as we've cut to the telemetry a couple times. We're running it up at speeds at upwards of 165 miles an hour. So, like you said, Justin, that's also a little bit of what it is, I think. There is, you help me, I'm going to help you there. That Nitro Racing 2 drivers, well, excuse me, that's Lady Liberty in Nitro Racing, but we believe the affiliation's there. Combat Wrestling Machine for the 33. He continues to put some clean air plastered all over the front nose. Let me help you, and I'll help you catch this battle here for P3 and P2.
Still racing hard. Round through here. This has kind of been our only battle really going. I mean, Gaiman's all over this racetrack. He is flirted with the middle lane, the outside lane. He's kind of flirted with the bottom, but he hasn't, went way down there yet. But that may be up his deck of cards, up his sleeve, something. I don't know.
I think you forgot one. He's also flirting with disaster running up there.
All right, somebody get some Molly Hatchet.
Yeah, we're starting. We're kick-starting the hearts here tonight. See, that's already 2 for. There we go, a little double whammy on you. Double whammies. Well, I don't think it's going to be a, yeah.
Wham!
I don't think it's going to be kind of a finish that we had in the spring race for the Bump and Run Cup Series at this rate, because as this battling continues to hound on here, tenths of a second apart, we got to highlight once again the Joshua Susi, the cat-like reflexes, mile number 81 Nitro Racing Chevrolet Camaro. He's our fastest playoff driver out here on track. He has been running 27.66s. That is about a second slower, a second and a half slower than his best lap. So he's saving some fuel. He's saving some right side tires. As we cut back to this battle here as it continues to heat up and broil between Click, Ken Baum Jr., Kyla McCarthy, Joshua Gaiman right there with him. We're throwing the Snuggie blanket over this battle here tonight.
That'll really just right here. And if you're Susie, man, you have checked out of this one. He has opened up a almost 4.5 second lead over this back group right here. And these guys right here just kind of racing hard. Was this number since the green flag started?
Yep, that's a new one. I hadn't used that one yet.
Just go. Okay, learned him. Then he kind of been our big faller there. He started this race in second. She's kind of holding down the 5th spot. McCarthy been the biggest mover so far. 2 spots make that 3 spots now. Is Ken Baum going to hit pit road?
Dude,
Get
he's
a load up,
flying.
Ken!
Holy cow!
Get a load up, Ken!
Golly!
Hit the brakes, Terry.
Justin, we sound like we're in the backseat of an Uber driver. He's flying down the highway or something. Oh, crap. Oh, no, I just heard a big wreck. Who we got? Who we got? I don't know who we got. It's Joshua Gaiman, I think. That I just heard one of the engines give way, and that's how you know it was a big wreck. The 33. No, we were just living up the story. We were just talking about him. No, hang on to it. No, Joshua.
Dang.
Championship hopes up in smoke. And like you said, Smeal. Oh boy.
Woo, buddy. Did you just get to the throttle right there? And yeah, he just gets to the throttle. That thing just rotates around. Smeal almost caught a body there.
Yeah, he actually scraped the outside safer barrier after missing him. Yeah, I don't probably still saying, am I still alive up and down here? Here's one more look at Joshua Gaiman, and then look at David Smeal here, coming around at about Mach 2. How close? How close? Well, how about that close? We'll get down here. Uh-oh, just y'all, Youngmatator, we're coming down there to you. Susie, Click, McCarthy, they're all down there. David Smeal Jr. is in as well.
All right, here they come in. Susie right now got the advantage, man. He has been on a rail so far. Car has been perfect, he said. Very quiet on the radio right there for that 81 machine. If you're McCarthy, they're going to try to go to work here. Maybe a little bit of tire adjustment or tire pressure adjustment. Not a whole lot from Kyler on the radio, but he's going to do whatever he can to try to keep this 24 machine rolling. Kevin Click just been kind of following Ken Baum around through there. All these guys going to get off, and if you notice right there behind them, in that fourth position, that's going to be David Smeal. David needed this break to get back up here with the leaders at a fast number 27 hot rod to begin this show. Back to you, Sean.
Whew. I was getting flashbanged up here in the booth after the sun continues to set out here in Phoenix. And that's a great call, Mr. David Smeal Jr. This is the break he needed, the exact caution he was looking for. He's already getting these tires heated back up there as these pressures are so low that you're probably, riding these rims around here on these asphalt. David Smeal Jr. wobbly wigglies himself back up to P5. Kyler McCarthy to P4. Kevin Click to P3. Joshua Susie, excuse me, I'm gonna have to redo this here. Susie to the race lead, Click to P2, McCarthy now to P3, David Smeal Jr. to P4, and then now Ken Baum Jr. With a very late pit stop. We'll have to see if he's able to catch the pack there. Looks like he's able to put 4 tires on it. He should be able to catch this pack before we get to go green. Justin, once again, this is one of those moments, like you said, the toes are tingling. You can feel the anticipation out in the air right here. It's only 2 by 2 as here comes Ken Baum Jr. trying to catch this pack. Joshua Susie, the fastest Chevrolet Camaro out here tonight, the fastest driver of the championship 4. Right now, we are restacked, re-racked, getting ready to take the the green flag out here from the desert.
So here we go, 5 cars left in this one. Green flag back in the air, Susie. Going to lead him to it. McCarthy going to be all over that back bumper. Here he goes, almost 3 wide as they make their way through the little dog leg there, and around they go. McCarthy up to second place. Here comes Click, just not going to use the bumper right there. That 27 of David Smith going to be right there on the outside of Kevin Click as they come off the corner.
Still side by side between the number 25 and the 27. That's the Kevin Click and David Smeal Jr. going at it there. Smeal just trying to get out and around this number 25, get up to this top 3 battle between the championship 4, but not able to make it happen. It's still door-to-door racing going into 1 and 2. Let's see what happens as they make their way towards 3 and 4. Kyler McCarthy, not quite contact just yet, but almost between the 24. Kyler McCarthy, quarter clear up to P2. Oh no, I'd be fired if I was the spotter. Here comes the number 25, Kevin Click down the inside. Now they're clear as they cut the dog leg once and a half again. Number 27, David Smeal Jr. drops back to P4. He's going to have his popcorn bucket out there as they continue to run side by side going out of 2.
Away they go, side by side down the short chute we go. Into the corner we come. Click going to have the advantage. McCarthy going to get on the brakes a little bit. He's going to let this thing maybe rotate out, and Kevin Click going to go to second. McCarthy not going to give up the battle just yet. Looking back to the inside as they come back towards the corner. Super flat corner here. McCarthy going to go outside. Smeal looking inside, trying to see if maybe he can get a run with McCarthy. McCarthy going to have to do a little something different, a little razzle dazzle, and try to run down this 25. But they can't let that number 81 get way far out there. Susie starting to really pour it on.
McCarthy, who we're on board with here, got the driver and foot cam as he's got David Smeal Jr. right there behind him. Got the cool, calm, and collected Cam. There's look at, like I mentioned, smooth on the gas, smooth on the brake inputs, and look at the steering wheel. It's you can kind of twitch it there and make sure you get that front right to rotate as we get through the corner entrance. Kyler McCarthy, I don't know if he's watching more out of his front windscreen or that rear camera as David Smeal tries to cut that dog leg in half once again. Smeal Jr. gets a little bit closer to the rear bumper of Kyler McCarthy. Here we go. We're starting to get to the nitty-gritty tonight. David Smeal Jr. just 1/10 of a second right there behind the number 24 machine.
All over the back camera right there for that 24. Oh, full send that day. That 27 stuck to the bottom. He's going to get her pointed straight. Can he get the run as they come off through the corner? Ken Baum right there looking back at it, trying to just kind of hang on and trying to stick his nose in there. At some point, he's going to have to make a little bit of a move to maybe try to work his way around this front group. There he goes right there. Going to look to the inside of the 27. Good run off the corner right there. And able to kind of almost make the pass. 27 still going to hang tough. Smeal not going to go away without a fight, Sean.
Yeah, Ken Baum Jr., he used that speed, used that momentum that we saw Joshua Gaiman continue to kind of use that same, he didn't use the speed momentum to pass his teammate the 24 before, unfortunately finding himself out of the race. There you see, that might have been why though. It's so tough to make an early pass here from Phoenix if the tires haven't gone away just yet. Something that is starting to come in though is that outside line, at least the tire rubber up on it. These last couple of camera shots, I can really start to see these tire marbles start to form. It's very tiny, very small balls of rubber, but they will stick themselves to. Oh God, we might have contact here between two teammates as Kyler McCarthy and David Smeal Jr. start to go at it. Oh, excuse me, I keep calling them teammates, but it's Lady Liberty.
They ain't
and the
teammates
Nitro
tonight.
Racing
Even if
Machine.
they are teammates, they ain't tonight.
Oh, it is two Nitro. You're right, Justin. Even though they might be, they're not tonight as the championship is out tonight. It's side by side. Here comes Kyler McCarthy. He's going to be shoved up into that outside line through 3 and 4. It's going to be less speed out there. The number 27, David Smeal Jr. has the inside line. We'll run side by side across the stripe this time by, Justin.
Still running hard side by side. This is a three-way battle between Smeal, Baum, and McCarthy. Has been really heating up. Kevin Click has got to find some speed if he wants to get up there with that number 81. He's kind of cut the gap down just a little bit. Here comes Ken Baum, going to look to the inside of the 24 for the
pass.
position. Yeah, very clean. Kyler just kind of let him have it. Ken going to rotate up the racetrack, and I think I knew what Kyler was going for there, just not able to get it done right there off the corner.
You think
But
the
here he goes,
crossover?
going to have a great job set up. Here comes Baum. He's going to rotate that corner. That thing will slide up. No, it's really, he's got that thing hooked up. What a move right there. That thing just kind of stuck to the bottom and really made it work.
Now, Justin, I heard you say you saw what Kyler McCarthy was trying to size up there. You think he was trying to size up the crossover in Ken Baum Jr. or just kind of let him go?
Sorry, caught me mid-yawn. He was trying to size up the crossover there. He was going to let him rotate up and kind of push up the corner. When he didn't push up the corner, I think the plan kind of had to get adjusted there. Because he really was hoping that number 2 would kind of push up off the racetrack. When you go into that corner, you kind of have to diamond it a little bit, kind of rotate up the racetrack and let it kind of come back down. But Ken Baum able to kind of do it to perfection and really hook the bottom of that racetrack and cut the air going to that 24.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Susie out up front. It's 37 laps to go. Nitro Racing has been the talk of tonight. David Smeal Jr., though, has worked his way up to P3. Nitro Racing Chevrolet Camaro. Ken Baum Jr. to P4, although not fighting for the championship, just fighting for his right to party and get himself on victory. Kyler McCarthy to P5, Joshua Gaiman to P6, unfortunately out of the race after that hard impact with the inside safer barrier. We're going to take a quick break, our last break of the race, our last break of the season here. Don't go anywhere unless you're just grabbing yourself a drink or grabbing yourself a snack. We'll be right back with you here on Stam Studio Network. Enjoy the last Crank It Up. Thanks, everybody.
right.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little bit bittersweet up here in the booth as we continue to work our way to the end of the season of the Full Throttle Performance Cup Series. Thank each and every single one of you from the bottom of our hearts for joining in here. We're going to start to work towards this last fuel stint with this 100% fuel. This last pit stop, it's got to be coming up here within. Well, let's see when these drivers last did pit. Lap number 98. Let's see here. Lap 121 now. So Justin, I hate to kind of throw this on you here, but with 100% fuel, lap 121 right now. We last pit on lap number 97. It's a long ways to ask on these Sunoco fuel tanks, but do you think it can happen?
I think it can. It's going to take a lot of asking and begging and pleading, and you may have to start kind of lifting a little early and letting it coast just a little bit. But you got to do something. You got to stretch this thing out. I mean, you might can get there on one stop, but it'd take a lot. Or stop one more time. Let me back up and putt there. Do it one more time, but I think you're out here for the long haul now.
Carrie's been out here for the long haul live in YouTube land throughout the season. She says she does not want the season to end, and she's also watching this race doing her nails. So hopefully we're not scaring you as we get a little too excited here and there as these battles continue to heat up between Championship 4 as well as non-Championship 4 drivers. It's teammates making the Dream 8 action here between the 25 and the 2. That's Click and Baum Jr. Man, how about Kevin Click and Ken Baum Jr.? These are two drivers that have been, we've mentioned their names lots throughout the race season, and right now putting on a show for the cardboard cutouts out down here in the virtual iRacing universe, as well as the real life race fans down there in YouTube land.
So once again, also like to give a shout out to those folks up there. Ooh, Kevin got to catch the wall there. Those folks up there in the top right of the screen, appreciate those being able to bring it to action all season long here with our Full Throttle Performance group. Kevin taps the wall a little bit there. That 25 going to have a little bit of damage. He's got Ken Baum Jr. knocking all over the back door of it. Not going to give up just yet.
And Kyler McCarthy starting to stalk and creep his way up towards this top 3 battle for that final driver interview spot. Still Susie and Smill up 1 and 2. Those two Championship 4 drivers just trying to get a little bit closer on pace between one another. Speaking of closer on pace between one another, I just now noticed in the live timings and scorings, Joshua Susie, David Smill Jr. I hate to cut away from this battle between Ken Baum and Kevin Click, but if we take a quick comparison here between the last lap history between these two, hey, it's starting to look like Christmas down there instead of Valentine's Day. It's a little bit of green and red instead of all just red. Smeal started to close in on our race leader.
Dan it.
Dan it.
Dan it.
Dan it.
Dan it.
Dan it.
Dan it. Dan it. Dun, 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 dun. Here comes Smeo. Nah, he's cooking it off. It's kind of like how Kyler was last night. He's got to make up a lot ground here, but man, he's starting to start clicking off laps really, really quick, and they'll all start catching up to him quick.
23 laps is going to go in, well, 22 laps is going to go in the blink of an eyeball. I really think right now, Joshua Susie and David Smeal Jr., they were saving a little bit of their stuff, but I think David Smeal Jr., like you said earlier in the race, don't panic, don't throw this thing away. Well, right now he's held himself back long enough. Only 22 laps to go at about 25 seconds per lap. Smeal knows it's go time right now, and the lap times are showing it. But Joshua Susie is also probably saving there just a little bit on those right side tires. 21 laps to go. Smeal versus Susie. Joshua Susi, David Smeal Jr. Who gets it done? This isn't only for the this isn't only for the race win. This is for a championship win in the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing Series.
Yeah, you got to start trying to make it up, or you got to hope Susi maybe runs it out, or these tires go away from it, man, the weight. Has Susi led every lap?
With the caution, I think that's kind of jumbled things up, but let's see here. He's led a dang lot of them. 130 laps led.
Then yes, he has led every lap.
Oh my. Yeah, you're right, because we're at 20 to go. Joshua Susi trying to put on the clinic and make it happen from Phoenix. God.
Well, he has really done it, though. Really put it on tonight. That's for sure.
I almost feel bad that we kind of haven't mentioned the name or had the cameras up on there enough of him, but he just continues to pull that gap, that 3,400 oval I rating, going to work for Joshua Susi. Continuing, the gap stayed about the same between David Smeal Jr. and Susi, but the laps are continuing to tick off as well. Time running out for this championship battle.
Very quick light, because they are starting to really click away these laps now. 8-10 will turn to 8 real quick, and next thing you'll know, you'll be sitting at the finish line and getting out of the race car, being like, man, where'd that race go?
Yeah, where'd that race go, and what could I have done better? That's what everybody else is probably going to ask themselves, except for...
They're probably going to go ask Joshua
Yeah.
what his settings was.
Give him the setup there. At least number 81 is on rails. He's currently first. He's out of how do you say that? The West Isle, I think there. I think I'm saying it. If I'm butchering it there, well, Susi, he's gonna have to let me know after the race, because he's locked in right now, trying to make this championship run all happen. It's been the 81 all day so far, leading every single lap from Phoenix Raceway, but this battle isn't over just yet. As David Smeal Jr. The gap continues to stay about the same, but once again, the laps are not staying about the same. Matter of fact, the laps are continuing to fall like a rock.
Like a rock. Really going to have to start putting the giddy up to it now and pouring the coals, doing something. You got to mix it up. Start trying to maybe run some outside line. I don't know, maybe chastain it around the outside wall or something. We got to start maybe driving it a little bit further and maybe getting on the brakes a little harder. We got to do something. Throw a Hail Mary, do a little different.
What a race we've had here tonight for this 150 lapper. Only 14 laps to go. Lap 137 out of 150. Joshua Susi's led every single lap tonight. 3 cautions for only 9 laps. It does say 1 lead change, but that was for a lucky dog there going around the track after a caution had come out. It's been cut down here, even more so here. Joshua Susi and David Smeal Jr. How about David Smeal Jr. now has cut this race lead to 1.2 seconds back. Sure, I thought he was using and abusing those right side tires. I think he's still got some life left in him here, Justin.
Yeah, he's going to have to maybe start trying to, like I said, figure out a different line here. He's going to have to maybe put a little magic to it and figure out which line will get him to the promised land, which is obviously battling for a championship win here. But Susi's just so smooth right now. He's going to really have to either not hit his marks, or either Smeal going to have to find a 6th gear or something.
Oh, he gets wobbly, wiggly, does David Smeal Jr. And going back to the lap differential between these drivers, lap 134 through 137, it's been faster for Mr. David Smeal Jr., but there, look through lap 138, a little bit slower, about a 10th. And then lap 139, you'd call it about even. That's probably about the blink of an eye right there. 0.019 seconds between these two drivers. It's Susi, it's Smeal Jr. It's going to come down between these two, unless we do possibly get a late race caution. With as hard as these teammates are battling between the turn 2 terrible machines, it's definitely not off the plates here tonight.
It's going to take a lot, though. a lot of oopsies and a lot of daisies. Only way that's gonna happen. Boy, these front two have just kind of put it on these back three. Interpret that how you want to. This front group's kind of just been the hay and
Ken Bond
Ew.
Jr. hang on to her. Oh my, he's gonna lose all the way, drop down to 5th position, lose the spot to Kyler McCarthy and Kevin Click. Oh, he's still not done saving it.
Lucy and Goosey. Big Lucy and the big Goose.
It's Lucy and Goosey for Ken Bond Jr., but it's Susie out here continuing to lead every single lap thus far. Sun continuing to set on this Phoenix desert. How about Joshua Susie? If he's able to get it done, he's continuing to run some of the fastest laps here out on track after David Smeal Jr. Hey, I don't think he's got the right side tires left. 8 coming to 7 laps to go. Justin Yaw, the Yamentator. Everybody down there live in YouTube land, let us know what you think. Is this number 81? Does he have what it takes to get it done here tonight? Continuing to pull that gap.
I don't think so. I think this 81 has checked out of this one.
Susie is a man on the mission. And Justin, remember, not throughout the season, excuse me, but these last couple of races, at least throughout the playoffs as well, Susie has been B2A on these other Full Throttle Performance next-gen drivers. With all due respect, but I mean, Susie really been putting it down throughout the playoffs. Finds himself up here battling for a championship for only 6 laps to go out here right outside of Phoenix and Avondale, Arizona. David Smeal Jr. 1.6 seconds behind. It's Susie, gonna be 5 laps to go at the line.
Better be getting it figured out. Start pouring the coals to it. Start figuring out where you want to go. I think that back three is going to be the which one. Who wants it bad enough? Does Click want to get interviewed? Or does Kyler want to get interviewed? Which one wants it bad enough?
Shoot. Looking at the driver cams here, at least for McCarthy, not even only the koozie, but the shirt as well. I'd give it to McCarthy, who's going to try to fight for his right in that top 3 driver interview spot. But Kevin Click does have, he started up there in the top 3. He's also going to try to fight hard for it as well. That turn 2 terribles. Dark Horse Ford Mustang. We're only got 4 laps to go here throughout the race season. It brings a tear to my eye here. We're coming to the end of the FTP season. Susie is looking to lead every single lap from Phoenix Raceway. 3 laps to go out here in the virtual desert.
What a great season it has been. We kind of picked up midway through the season, but so glad to be a part of this group, these folks here. I'm looking forward to. John, are we signed the contract?
We've got it in the works. Nothing 100% yet, but you never know, and that's
just
why,
waiting on the pins to show up, right?
Yeah, we're waiting on them, the Amazon Prime pins.
Oh man, I can't say that joke.
Oh. I'll save it till the SSN After Dark interviews, because Justin, this lap only a mile long. Justin, it comes down to this. Joshua, it comes down to this. White flag lap for the championship race at Phoenix Raceway. Joshua Susie, 1 mile to go, 1 lap to go. White flag is out. Wave them loud and proud, ladies and gentlemen.
Just listen to it. Listen to this V8 screaming.
Final time, the final season, the final turn as well. Joshua Susie, he gets it done. He is our championship winner for the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sin Series. What a race, what a win. Every single lap led for the 81 machine.
Every one of them.
It's Nitro Racing who gets it done. 3 out of the 4 drivers up in the championship for. David Smeal Jr. gave it all that he had, but unfortunately not enough there for him. Joshua Susi's going to come in, burn this puppy down. Kevin Click finishes P3. Kyler McCarthy finishes P4. Ken Baum Jr., Joshua Gaiman, Tyler Massey, William Hobart, Ryan Broderick, Chad Engel, and Stan Mayberry rounding out the top 11. We're going to actually
be 47 cars. I was about to say, if this was a regular race, it'd be 47 cars up there doing on that track.
We're going to cut the music here. Just, ladies and gentlemen, take this all in. It's a championship Nitro Racing 3-way burnout.
Like I said last night, the engine shop guys just quit. I heard a bunch of cars leave the parking lot over at Nitro Setup Shop. All the engine guys just left.
What a race, what a season. Susi gets it done. He's still got the teammates burning it down here. Nitro Racing, they've made this all happen. This has been a season worth of hard work, and it all comes down here tonight. They can all celebrate because, well, I think the celebrations happened after Martinsville, after locking in that top 3 finish. Lady Liberty Motorsports as well. How about Joshua Susi, the driver of the number 81? He's probably emotional driving around this track right here in reverse, waving to all the fans, waving to everybody down there in Stam Studio Network YouTube land. Joshua Susi, we're gonna chat with our top 3 drivers as well as the championship 4 drivers in just a couple of moments time. So don't go anywhere. We'll hear from those drivers. I got the tears in my eyes. I'll be honest here. What a race! What a season it has been for these drivers.
Very much so. Glad to see them get better than all this. Get ready to go into next season.
All right, Justin. Well, we're gonna round it out here just before chatting with the live driver interviews. Thanks everybody. It means a lot to us. We dressed up here tonight for us. Justin, thank you. Race after race after race in the co-commentary position. What's going through your mind tonight, and what's going through your mind as we round out the season, man?
Kind of sad to see it come to an end. You know, we've had a lot of fun commentating this season long of festivities of speed, and now it's kind of coming to an end. Don't know what I'm going to do on my Tuesdays and Wednesday nights. Probably have to go read a book or something. And I already read a book in a long time. But no, just glad to have come on board this season, and looking forward to what 26 has got to offer, especially with the bump and run guys and maybe our full throttle folks.
Well, that's well said, Justin. I'm right there with you. We're going to cut to some live driver interviews for the top 3 in those championship 4. Make sure, drivers, if you got yourself a copy, make sure you mosey your way on over into the Full Throttle Performance driver interview booth. We'll be there in just a couple moments' time as I got to teleport my way back over that direction. So, Justin, thank you again. Thank you, everybody here, for making this season immaculate, and we'll be right back with you for some live driver interviews. Go. Hey, Joshua Susi, this is Sean Stam live down here in the virtual victory lane. Not the first time you've heard those words before, but this one's special here tonight because you are our Full Throttle Performance Championship winner. What's going through your minds right here, right now?
Man, I'm glad that race is over. Oh, man, I'm super ecstatic, super proud of the body of work throughout the whole season. Really happy I didn't get the Denny Hamlin treatment. That was the one bonus to a smaller field today. You know, we didn't have unnecessary wrecks, and it really let us race it out. And yeah, I haven't had to lock in for a race like that in quite some time. So I'm mentally worn out, I'm physically drenched, and I'm just ecstatic to finish the job this year and not have to step away like I did last year.
Yeah, that's got to mean that much more there for you, Joshua. It's a mental game. It's physical. I'm sure you were stressed out of the left rear quarter panel, probably sweating up a storm. I know I was up here in the booth just watching you try to put on this championship run. That was a lot of fun. It's a well-deserved championship win here for you, Joshua. Who makes this all possible? Who are we shouting out here? Not even for tonight, but throughout this whole race season that that this all comes down here to.
Well, you know, first and foremost, as always, Nitro setups, man. We had another bad piece tonight, and you know, I just locked in, and my whole goal for tonight was just to be consistent, like just try to lay laps down on top of each other on that stopwatch, and I was able to do that. Fortunately, you know, had another good quali set and put it together, put it on pole. Track position is really important here, especially with how much there isn't that much banking, so there is some aero wash and everything, and you know, you really want to be up front. So great job by the team, great prep work. Huge shout out to Kyler, David, Gaiman, making it a Final Four for Nitro. I'd have never thought that beginning of the year, or any beginning of any season, that as one team we could lock out the Final Four. So that's pretty special, man. I'll remember that one for a long time. And everyone else that didn't happen to make it, that squads up with us, I appreciate you. I want to shout out Steven and Chad and Kevin and Gibney for watching, and Tyler. I know he's in real world over doing some IMSA stuff across the pond, so best of luck to you, buddy. And you know, everyone that showed up. I know we had a small field tonight, but over the course of the whole season, we were averaging pretty good sizes, low 20s, high 20s, low 30s. So we lost some here and there. You get that with this full-time gig, and I really appreciate everyone that did show up, especially Kevin and Ken, that kept us honest tonight. That didn't let us just lollygag. You know, we had to still stay on it, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So it was great to have them here tonight pushing us, and the admins. I know they've had some stuff going on. They couldn't be here. Thankfully, we didn't have any weird issues where we would have needed them. And you guys, man, I want to shout you out huge for coming in and taking over in the middle of the season like you did. I hope we were able to put on a hell of a product for you. And, you know, I don't know what the future holds, but hopefully I can hear you calling my name some more.
Joshua, that goes... that's the comments that kind of keep things moving and grooving there behind the scenes. We really appreciate that. Congratulations again on the championship run, and hopefully Justin and I are calling your name here, and once we do get back to racing here in the Full Throttle Performance Series. Like you said, consistency was key tonight. You've been consistent here tonight as well as through the race season. I'm glad that we are able to crown you as our champion. Joshua, is there any kind of last comments that you have here for the race fans before we kind of kick this down to these next couple of drivers?
Yeah, if you're not out here doing open set leagues, what the hell's wrong with you? Come on out. We got a great product. I know another league that David and I are in. We've been talking to some people there that want to dip their toes in the open set market, and like we have advertised pretty good for this league, saying there's a great group of guys. Yeah, we get at each other on Discord, but more than anything, that's just kind of blow off steam. And once we're on the track, it's all business, and everyone races like they should for the most part. And it's a hell of a lot of fun. It's definitely better than the fixed racing. So just come on out and try it. And, you know, if there's any random people that come across the video on the YouTube lands, you know, and they want to do this, look up FTM. Try to get your foot in the door, man. You never know what can happen. We do full-length seasons. We'll be back in February. You got some time to decompress this off season and see if you want to make the commitment or not. But we're looking for some more people. Come on out.
Well said, Joshua. Appreciate it, man, and have a great rest of your night, and have a great rest of your off season as well. Congratulations once again.
Hell yeah, boys. Appreciate it.
All right, Justin Yamentator, I'm having to wipe the champagne off of me here as they're starting the celebrations here tonight for the championship winner of Joshua Susi. I believe you have caught up with P2, David Smeal Jr. He was right there with them in this battle all tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. David, you got a copy, my friend?
Gotcha.
Man, you kind of took the long road around through there, that's for sure. But bringing it home, P2, runner-up tonight. You know, did you feel like you really had anything for that 81, or was it just kind of hold on to second and just don't look in the rearview?
Man, after the first 75% of that race, I couldn't really tell you what was going to happen because Felt good early, got caught behind the 8 ball in qualifying, and then got together with Kevin. We were racing hard, and I got the shit end of it. Pardon my language. You know, the caution saved me that first stop and got me right back out there. And then under that yellow, I actually lost force feedback. So that was a hell of a fight in that second stage of the race just to keep it under me because I had no feel for anything. And then maybe 20 laps to go there before Gaiman lost it the second time. I finally got it back and just really put my head down at that point. Like, I knew I was going to put together probably the 50 laps of my life there to get to Josh and pass him. And at one point I thought I could because I kept watching that relative just tick down bit by bit by bit. And I think I got a little overzealous and sparked up my tires a little bit. And you know, at that point I saw the gap and I was like, second ain't bad. And you know, shout out to Susie, man. Like, not just a hell of a racer, hell of a mentor. He's part of the reason I'm doing what I do. And I joked with him after we took the checker and I said the student didn't have anything for the teacher tonight. So bittersweet, but still proud of the effort all year. And P2 ain't nothing to hold my hat on.
For sure, man. For sure, man. So does that kind of weigh on you as you go into the off season? Do we go kind of build towards 26? You know, what's kind of the game plan over the winter? Little upgrades here and there.
I don't think you can do anything different. I mean, Susie's one of, if not one of the best in here, and P2 to him is nothing to sneeze at, and especially when he's on my team. Disappointing, absolutely. Nobody wants to be second, but can't complain, man. Really can't. Just R&R and just relax, take a couple months, and relax, and then we'll come back in Daytona and we'll go at it again next year.
Oh, yeah. Any upgrades for our racing rig going into the winter? We still just rocking what we got?
We keep what we got. Fanatec and AMD, the whole nine.
Not too bad. Well, David, you anybody like to thank tonight, my friend?
As always, as Josh said, Nitro setups, bad fast cars every week. The whole team, everybody involved that makes this machine roll. Kyler, Josh, Gaiman, Katie, Gibney, Steven, I don't remember if I said Chad or not, but Chad, Brody, shout out to Rush over with the Super Trofeo deal. Good luck to them this weekend. We'll be tuning in. You guys for the broadcast, as Josh said, it's fun to watch these races back every week, and especially when you do good. Robbie and Fitz, even though they weren't here tonight, everybody from the TCT guys. I can't even think of everybody right about now. My wife, my beautiful wife, puts up with my ass for 36 nights a week when I do this. My boys, and then everybody who tunes in at home. I mean, this machine will go around about the whole group, and blessed to be a part of it. Happy with the result and ready for next year.
Most definitely. Well, man, we appreciate you each and every week racing with us, and guess we'll sit there and look forward to 26.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Going to send you back over to Mr. Sean Stam. I think he is caught up with Kevin Click.
Hey, Kevin Click. This is Sean Stam live down here in the top 3 Victory Lane. Got yourself a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, Kevin, you finished P3 here tonight. You had really shown some pace here from Phoenix Raceway as well as throughout the race season, battling it hard with the Champ 4. What was going through your mind as you were battling with those Champ 4 drivers, and is it different than kind of going side by side with maybe a driver who's not fighting for a championship?
Yeah, I wanted to. I certainly was not happy with myself for getting David there. And getting him sideways. Luckily, he got no damage or anything like that. But didn't mean to do that. And you don't want to affect anything when you're already out of it. I've had enough bad luck in the round of 8 to know that you don't want to screw up somebody else's race. But ran a pretty good race. Needed a little bit more grip throughout the run. Just kept burning the tires off of it pretty early into the runs, and needed to be able to get a little bit more drive off the corner compared with what Susie had. Felt like I could stick with him there early on, and after those restarts for a little bit, but he would pull away. and he was running a couple tenths faster almost every single lap after about 20 laps. So it's hard to stay up with those guys. But the good part about all of this is next season's only a couple months away, and we'll be back at it.
Well, that's really well said there, Kevin. I can't wait to see you bring this pace back here next season. It's been a lot of fun to watch from up here in the booth. Hopefully, during some off-season racing, we can maybe get some hosted or some league races going on here. And Justin and I can try to get on track with some of you guys. But Kevin Click, thank you so much for taking the time out of your night and joining us up here in the Top 3 Driver interview booth. What a run here on track. Who we thinking, who we shouting out to, once again, not only even for tonight, but I mean throughout this whole race season, this immaculate race season.
Yeah, congrats to Josh on the championship. Well deserved. He was kind of in a class of his own after that last update. Found it hard to keep up with him in most of the tracks. Those nitro guys are usually pretty good, and they usually race you pretty clean. So definitely appreciate that. Just got to thank everybody at Turn 2 Terribles. Thank you to everybody at Full Throttle Performance for putting this thing on. And I know admins catch a lot of hell sometimes and things like that, but they do an awesome job of keeping us all in line, at least on the racetrack. I think somebody mentioned Discord a little bit ago. We all go at each other pretty hard in there, but we all just are trying to have fun. At the end of the day, when we get out on the track, we're racing each other as clean as we can get for the most part. I got to thank everybody at Turn 2 Terribles for doing all they've done all year long. We'll see what we can do next year, and hopefully put it on the top spot for next year.
Well, Kevin, we really appreciate it once again, and we hope that you have a great rest of your off season and best of luck going into next season. We appreciate you taking the time out of your night, and have a great rest of your night, Kevin.
Yeah, thank you to you guys for coming on halfway through the season. You guys do a great job with the broadcast. Definitely appreciate it, and love watching it. So thank you.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. We appreciate it, and that's what keeps us going there behind the scenes. So thanks again, and once again, have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your off season.
Yep, you guys too. Thank you.
All right, Justin, that's going to do it here. That's going to wrap up the season. And before we get to your shedding some more tears or whatever, popping some more champagne, I would just like to once again thank each and every single one of the drivers and you guys down there in YouTube land. You guys are they're really also the ones who make this possible, race in and race out. We see you live down there in YouTube land. Carrie, Terry, Barry, Ted. We had a couple new ones down there live in YouTube land tonight, so we appreciate that as well. I think I'm going to do something special here as I sign off, because this is not 100% sure that we'll be back. Just thanks everybody, and just hang on. Hang on, bear with me.